Live from the KWQC Broadcast Center in downtown Davenport with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel. This is Quad Cities Live.
February is Heart Month, a time to raise awareness about the leading cause of death in the United States. We'll show you how the QC HeartSafe Coalition is preparing people with important CPR training.
Plus, for students looking for a career without the four-year degree, Eastern Iowa Community Colleges is launching Riverbend FAME. We'll get the details.
And Beaver Fever. Yep, that's the title of the next film being shown this weekend as part of River Action's environmental film series. We will get a preview of that. Hello and welcome to Quad Cities Live on this Tuesday, January 27th. Thank you for joining us. I'm Morgan Otier.
I'm Kyle Keel. If you're dreaming of a summer getaway that blends stunning coastlines, rich history, and unforgettable experiences, this might be the adventure for you.
Sounds like it. You can travel alongside KWQC Chief Meteorologist Erik Maitland through Croatia, Slovenia, and the Adriatic coast. Erik is joining us in the QCL studio this afternoon. Sounds amazing.
Yes, we're jealous.
Welcome to the other side of the studio, Erik. Thanks for being here today.
Good to be back as always.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so I was telling you before we started the show today, this is like bucket list for me. Going to Croatia is top 3 destinations, so I can only imagine how excited you are.
It's interesting that you say that, because when they came to me and offered me the Croatia trip, I had no idea about what to expect. I mean, I've never thought of Croatia as a vacation destination.
Oh yeah.
But my daughter and I, we get together every Thursday night. It's our little daddy-daughter get-together, and she's in her mid-20s.
That's okay.
But our guilty pleasure is watching the show Below Deck.
Yes.
It's about the yachties who are going on these super yachts and serving these people with their million-dollar charters. A couple seasons ago, they were in Croatia, and I thought, oh man, what a beautiful place. I had no idea what it was like, and I really have nothing to compare it to. As I look at all the pictures in our holiday vacations brochures, I can't say that it looks like anything else that I've ever seen, so I really can't wait to go.
Yeah, I had a similar story. I saw it first time on Anthony Bourdain's travel show, so kind of the same thing.
Right.
Yeah, we should bring in a holiday vacations destination manager now, Kristen Wells, who is joining us via Zoom. Kristen, thank you for chatting with us today about this incredible trip.
Oh, it's been fun listening to you, and I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Yes. Wonderful.
Yeah. So, Kristen, Holiday Vacations has partnered with KWQC for many years. We're talking 2 decades, but Holiday Vacations has been around for much longer than that.
We certainly have. We've been around now since 1973, so over 50 years, and we've been taking people to more than 70 destinations worldwide. It's been fantastic.
Absolutely. So what are some of the reasons why a holiday vacations tour is so unique?
I think we're so unique because we're so incredibly inclusive. On this tour, as well as all the others that we have, we've got airfare included. We're picking people up right from your region, taking everybody to the Chicago airport. It's very convenient. You have the services of a holiday vacations tour director, but also the guides within Slovenia and Croatia, and in the cities. Yeah, very inclusive, a lot of meals. Really, the value is tremendous.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I think Morgan and Erik can both attest that having a tour guide on these trips is just a big bonus because they really, truly know these destinations, from coast to coast.
Right. Nobody knows their area. Nobody knows their country, their city, more than they do. And the people of Slovenia and Croatia, they're so warm and welcoming. They love holiday vacations, of course. They love our visitors, our guests, and they just want to show you the very best that they have.
Yeah, and Erik, the tour director that is with Holiday Vacations as well, I mean, we've had such great experiences on these trips. They are so knowledgeable and friendly and just wonderful to have. They're with you 24/7.
Yeah, and 8 years ago, my first trip was to Alaska, and that particular tour director became a really good friend of mine, and I put it in his ear that we would be going to Croatia in the fall, and I believe he's going to.
I'm
That's
jealous.
awesome.
And another neat thing that I always tell people people about these trips is, one, holiday is great because you just show up and they take you everywhere and take care of pretty much everything.
Yeah.
And you make lifelong friends. As a matter of fact, last week, speaking about that Alaska trip, once a month that group still gets together for lunch, and I was able to go there and say, hey, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. I'm going to Croatia. Please come with me.
Please sign up.
Yeah, but I look at the things that we'll be doing. I mean, a national park inland with beautiful scenery, and you've been seeing this all along here. A ferry trip on the Adriatic to an island where we're going to spend a day, wine tasting, olive oil pressing, all kinds of neat things. And knowing me, if you do, I've already looked up where I can get some of the finest lager beers in the world.
I bet you have. Yeah.
And yeah, that's already in the plan, and that's already in the works. But we'll be going in September, so it'll probably still be 80, 90 degrees there, very warm, and that last chance to get away before another Quad Cities winter sets in. So.
Yes, if you don't want to go to summer quite yet, head to Croatia, Slovenia, and the Adriatic coast in September. So, Kristen, how can people get more information about this trip and sign up for the tour?
Yeah, it's so easy. They can go to our website at holidayvacations.com. They can look for the keyword and put in quad, Q-U-A-D, and that'll bring up all the details. Or they can just call us. The number is probably on your screen, but I'll give it to you. It is 888, a special number just for you, 888-557-1020. And you can talk to one of our agents, and they'll get you all signed up.
Okay, perfect. Kristen, thank you. The Holiday Vacations Tour through Croatia, Slovenia, and Adriatic Coast is September 4th through the 14th, as Erik just mentioned, and he is going to be with you the entire way.
Yeah, of course. If you want to reserve your spot, you can call that number that we were talking about or visit holidayvacations.com. Type in the keyword quad. Kristen, again, thank you so much for joining us, and Erik, thank you for joining us as well. And, you know, we're only just a little bit jealous. Hope you have a great trip.
I'm just hoping I'm his +1. We'll find out.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, we'll see you after the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Might be a fight coming up.
I think it might. All right, Erik, thank you. Kristen, thank you. Coming up on QCL, Bettendorf officers will soon be sporting red patches to raise money and awareness during Heart Month. How their efforts will get more people trained in hands-only CPR. Next.
Quad Cities Live continues.
February is American Heart Month, and you'll soon start seeing something red on the blue uniforms worn by Bettendorf police officers. The department is continuing its popular patch program throughout the month of February now and showing support for the Quad Cities HeartSafe Coalition. Joining us today are Lieutenant Jeff Buckles with the Bettendorf Police Department and Chuck Gibson with Medic EMS of Scott County. Chuck, you're also the vice chair of the Quad Cities HeartSafe Coalition.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so let's just start there. Can you tell us a little bit more, Chuck, about the HeartSafe Coalition and just your mission over these many years now as an organization?
Yeah, we started in 2016 as a grassroots campaign to realize that the more bystander the CPR is done, the better patients have for outcomes for survival. And we got a group together, and Bettendorf Police is part of that as well as partners. And what can we do to save lives, which is all of our missions.
Okay, so essentially the HeartSafe Coalition, what you do as an organization is you try and educate and provide opportunities for people to be educated.
Yeah, we provide hands-only training. So we got rid of the yucky part, which is people putting mouths on strangers. Yeah. If somebody doesn't want to do that, what will they do? They're willing to push on people's chests, which makes a difference. So we train schools and gyms and churches and civic groups and anybody that wants us to come out and talk to their organization.
Okay, well, Lieutenant, how important is this? I mean, for your day-to-day as first responders, when you show up maybe to the scene of an emergency or something along those lines, just to have maybe somebody there that's familiar.
Sure, we can't stress enough that it truly takes a village with our citizens having just a general working knowledge of how to start CPR and at least get compressions going before first responders can arrive. The sooner it can start, the more likely that patient is to survive that cardiac event.
Yeah, so it's a very big deal. And so these are the patches, correct, that you all will be wearing throughout the month of February. So, and this is a program, I mean, you do this for all sorts of different causes.
We do. We have a variety of patches for different causes. Like you had said, our officers will be wearing the heart disease awareness patches in the coming month here. We do it as a fundraiser in our collaboration with the QC organization.
Yeah.
And members of the community can go online and pre-order the patches through our department if they wish.
So they can get them themselves, they purchase them, and in turn that helps the coalition be able to continue doing what you're doing.
Yeah, they raise the funds for us to be able to buy mannequins and equipment and training materials so we can go provide that free of charge.
Yeah, it sounds like a fabulous partnership. Okay, so what are some things that you can tell me here today that maybe we should know about CPR? I remember when you were on the show last year, and now the table, funnily enough, is a little too high today for me to be able to perform CPR. Maybe we did that on purpose, maybe we didn't, because I broke a sweat last year.
It's a lot of work. It's
a ton of work.
Physical labor, yeah.
It is. Okay, so what can you tell me about while we have this mannequin here?
Yeah, the biggest thing is to recognize that somebody needs it. Shake them, tap them, shout. If they don't answer, they don't reply. We know we need this.
Okay.
You want somebody like an officer, fire department, ambulance showing up, so call 911 and put your hands in the middle of their chest. However you're comfortable, doesn't matter. Push those elbows straight and just push hard and fast. 120 times a minute.
It's flooding back to me now.
About 2 inches deep, and then do that until somebody shows up to take over for you.
Yeah, it is. It's hard work, but important for people to know. I mean, how often you should be doing it, what it should actually feel like.
Yeah.
And it's important to note that this isn't a certification by any means. You're just trying to educate people on just like the basic emergency situation.
Yes, simple things to quickly learn how to make a difference for somebody. About 10% per minute of CPR not done is what your chance of survival goes down.
Wow.
So if it takes us a few minutes to arrive, that's a few minutes and 30–40% that could go away in those few minutes.
Yeah, so a big deal, and once again, something that you see all the time. I want to mention too, you said 2016, so the coalition is celebrating a very big anniversary
it's 10 years this year.
Congratulations.
Great, thank you.
So how has the organization kind of evolved over the past decade? I mean, you've managed to serve a lot of people.
Yeah, it's, like anything, it starts with just a couple of people that have an idea, and then you get the right people in place and on board that want to support and want to help, and it grows from there. And the more people call that want trainings, then the more people get trained and the better our community has for survivals.
Okay, wonderful. So I think you may have mentioned it already, Lieutenant, but can you remind people if they want to buy the patch, if they want to support the organization, where they can do that?
Yes, so you can go online to pre-order at www.bettendorf/patch store.
Okay.
And place an order for the patches there.
Okay, so a city website, wonderful. And we want to put the website as well for the HeartSafe Coalition on the screen here. This is where you can learn more about the organization. Just visit them on the web. That is qcheartsafe.org. And just see how you can get involved in this wonderful organization. I want to thank you both for joining me here today. We really appreciate it. Yes, thank you.
Good to spend the day.
Still to come on QCL, a brand new program launching in the Quad Cities is giving students the chance to earn a paycheck while earning a degree. We're talking with Eastern Iowa Community Colleges about Riverbend FAME next.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
The Quad Cities is taking a big step toward building the next generation of skilled manufacturing workers, and it starts with a brand new opportunity at Eastern Iowa Community Colleges. It's called Riverbend FAME, and it's an employer-driven program giving students the chance to earn while they learn. Joining us today is Allie Vandermeide, Dean of Manufacturing and Skilled Trades at EICC. Allie, thank you for being here today.
Of course.
Yes, this is a very big day for EICC.
Yeah.
A lot of big announcements happening. So first, congratulations.
Thank you.
This is a very big deal, especially for you and your entire department. So give us a little background. What is Riverbend FAME? Why is this such a big deal for our area?
So Riverbend FAME is actually the first chapter here in Iowa of a more national organization called the Federation of Advanced Manufacturing Education. We're really excited to bring it here as a partnership with Grow Quad Cities and our company partners to allow our students to have this opportunity to both earn and learn while they earn their AAS degree in Industrial Maintenance Technician.
Yeah, I was reading about this, and this is actually the first FAME chapter in the state of Iowa.
It is,
so go Quad Cities, right? So describe the need for, the trades, for skilled manufacturing, especially in our region.
Yeah, so Grow Quad Cities did this really awesome a study of the workforce in the Quad Cities and determining what our high need jobs are, and they really determined that this industrial maintenance technician job is one of the highest needs positions that we have here in manufacturing, and they had brought together a coalition of companies and industry partners to really try and solve the problem. Right. A lot of the issue with this is people don't even know how to get into the trade, right? There is some knowledge that comes with it, some technical skills, and so just being able to learn the pathway and get into the thing was really important.
Yeah, a lot of work leading up to this point from what it sounds like, and a lot of collaboration. So tell us, what will a student's day-to-day look like if they are part of this program?
So actually their week-to-week is going to be pretty similar. They'll be on the factory floor about 3 days a week, earning money, and then 2 days a week they'll come to the Belong Technology Center to learn for their classes. So it'll be a pretty good way of integrating both the classroom learning and then going directly onto the floor to apply that learning and integrating that knowledge.
And it kind of just like freshens it up a little bit too. Like doing that hands-on learning is so important. I don't care, you know, what type of industry you're going into. It feels good sometimes to be able to put what you're learning to use.
Yeah, sometimes you're reading a book and it maybe doesn't make complete sense, but if you can go to the floor and see the motor in front of you and kind of interact with it, it really helps.
Yeah, very special. So manufacturers, you have several businesses, companies that are involved at this point. So how do they play a role, I suppose, in shaping the curriculum that you'll offer, or I guess the student experience?
Yeah, so all of that is completely employer driven. We have some really amazing company partners, Amcor Global, SSAB, Ortel Metalworks, Smith Filter, LMT Defense, Novellus, and PCT E-Beam have all been at the table since the beginning of the summer, just really shaping the curriculum and ensuring that the students are going to get the technical skills that they need to really work in their facilities.
Yeah, it's just so mutually beneficial, you know, at the end of the day. So who is the ideal candidate? I mean, who is our student that's going to be applying?
You know, we talk a lot about high school students. We want our recent graduates. That's very exciting. But the person we really want is somebody who's ready to take apart a motor, figure out how it works, and put it back together. You know, anybody who's willing to really learn those technical skills and understand and dive into what it means to be in manufacturing.
Yeah, I mean, we hear about it all the time, right? It's never too late to make a change for the better. So yeah, while we have recent grads that of course are going to want to take advantage of something like this, very cool, you know, you're never too old to make a switch and learn a new skill, and it sounds like this is a really great opportunity to do that, to apply. So this all starts when, the fall?
Yep, the fall cohort will be our first cohort, but students do need to start applying now.
Okay.
So applications are open. If you go to eicc.edu/fame, you'll get the process for how to apply and what your next steps are. So that application does close April 10th, so hopefully kind of people get on board so that way they can see what they're doing in the fall.
Yeah, mark your calendars, April 10th. So get on top of that, and there are some informational sessions as well coming up. I believe we have a graphic with those dates that we can pop up here on the screen. So February 3rd, now this is going to be virtual.
Yep.
So this is an opportunity. You don't even have to leave your home or wherever you are. You can learn a little bit more. And then February 17th, that's in person at the Belong Technology Center. This is where most of the learning is going to be happening.
Yep, and we'll even take you on a tour through the lab so you can kind of see what you're doing on your day-to-day there as well.
Okay, and then in March, about a month before those applications are due, an employer meet and greet, which I think would be a cool opportunity for anybody planning on pursuing this. Well, Allie, thank you so much. We really appreciate you coming on the show today and telling us all about it.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Coming up on QCL, high school students, speaking of, they are taking the lead in the Quad Cities Environmental Film Series. Members of North High School's Green Team will join us after the break to talk about the next film screening.
Quad Cities Live continues.
The Quad Cities Environmental Film Series is welcoming a new generation of environmental leaders.
Yeah, that's right. The next film in the series is being co-hosted by North High School's Green Team. And joining us today are two of its members, Kamaya Scott and Jimena Montes Rios. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, thank you.
And who's this that we have?
Yeah, we got a little guest
here today.
An additional guest.
Trying to see him. This is our Beaver buddy, right? We'll get to the reasons why in just a minute.
Yes, absolutely. But Kamaya, for people who may not be familiar, can you tell us a little bit more about your high school's Green Team?
Yeah. Yes, so Green Team is an environmental group. What we do is we would like to educate people you know, more about taking care of our environment.
Absolutely.
And how you can do that, ways you can better it.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So, Jimena, what does it mean to your group, to the Green Team, to be co-hosting this event as part of the environmental film series? I mean, this is a big deal, and, you know, hundreds of people are showing up every weekend to see these films.
It is great, and it is such an honor. It's so great that we have a lot of people helping us in Green Team to make this thing happen. We've been working on this for like a while, talking about like the radios, this TV promotion, getting posters set up around the school, and who will be at the event itself and monitoring the table. Like, we've been preparing for this.
Lots of work.
Yeah, and speaking of work, you've been working on recycling as part of the Green Team at North High School. So talk about that process and why that's been really important for you.
So a big part of Green Team is that we, like Kamaya said, we want to educate the students on recycling and taking care of our environment. So once a month we go around the school, typically which recycling bin is the fullest, and we'll go through it, like recycling bottles, cans, getting rid of trash, and those kinds of things.
Yeah, we saw in that picture there's quite a bit of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Always is, right? So Kamaya, you all have had the opportunity to see the film already that is being shown on Sunday. It's called Beaver Fever.
Yes.
So what can you tell us about it?
Well, Beaver Fever, the film itself is about, you know, how beavers are beneficial for the environment. You know, they create watersheds, they increase biodiversity.
Yeah.
They filter the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we may not understand how beneficial these creatures are to our environment. So this is a good learning opportunity for us as well. And before Beaver Fever, there's actually going to be a short film called Over and Under Animal Crossing. So Jimena, why is showing this film ahead of the Beaver Fever important?
Because it goes with like the relocation of beavers, and typically like in Beaver Fever it talks about like Scotland and everything in the UK. The Over and Under the Crossings it shows like what we could be doing in the environment to like make it better, because a really big part of like the environment is how they get hurt a lot on the highways because they're unable to cross. So it really helps the biodiversity and the ecosystem for them to be able to pass or go over us very safely. It just helps the environment.
Okay, so Kamaya, I mean, obviously we're hoping it's free for students. We should mention that to attend the film series, which is wonderful. So why do you think, Kamaya, it's important for students, you know, even if they're not joining environmental groups, just maybe being a small part of the conversation? Why is it important for people to learn a little more about their environment?
Well, obviously, you live in the environment. You would want to take care of it. You take care of your house, right?
You would think so.
Yeah.
You would think so.
It's very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, it certainly is. It sends a good message. So admission, as we mentioned, is $10 for everyone else, but students, of course, are free, so keep that in mind. If you want more information or to purchase tickets, or if you want to view the film trailers, not only for this film, but all films in the environmental series, you can head to qcenvironmentalfilmseries.org or head to riveraction.org as well. Kamaya and Jimena, thank you so much for joining us today, and hopefully you have a good turnout for the next film.
I have a feeling you will. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching today.
Jeopardy is coming up next, followed by the News at 4. Have a great day.